Thank you all for attending the first lecture of the Healthy Aging project. I hope you all enjoyed it. Before you go home, I will give you some homework. May I ask you to have a look at the online videos of the Healthy Aging project before next week. I wish you all a very good day, and I hope to see you all in the second lecture next week.
I'm convinced life is still full of surprises and full of happy moments. It's important that you don't forget to keep on creating them. Even someone like me, a man of 74 years old, still feels healthy. Aging in a happy way is the most important. This is recording 658 of my video diary. I'm a little bit excited by this morning's lecture. They talked about the Healthy Aging project, and for someone like me, someone who doesn't want to get old in the manner of speaking, it's interesting to understand what researchers are able to bring out in the near future. Where we live, here in the Euregional Meuse-Rhine, I think it will for sure be a great investment to look for strategies to become old in a more healthy way. The guest speaker provided some video links to gain more information about it. I'm really curious to find out more.
Did you know that life expectancy has increased enormously the last years, and this because of a better healthcare system and better living conditions? Unfortunately, this comes also with challenges. The aging population is growing enormously, and this leads to a steep increase in age-related chronic diseases. Genetic makeup, lifestyle, and environmental factors are all important parameters that decide how we age. One other very important driver of healthy aging is our overall fitness of the immune system. In the Healthy Aging Consortium, our mission is to specifically identify parameters that measure immune fitness and devise strategies to boost a healthy immune aging.
The consortium consists of not only academic partners but also small companies, and we are all located in the Euregion and all have an expertise in the field of aging. The last 4 years we did not only perform experiments in the lab and in the clinic, but also organized several team meetings and promoted our project in the Euregion but also abroad. But most importantly, during this project we created partnerships which will last for a lifetime. We are not only leading the Healthy Aging project, but we are also leading Work Package 1.
In this work package, we want to find biomarkers of immune aging. We know that when we age, our immune system undergoes several changes, and it will work less efficiently in protecting us from viral infections or in eliminating cancer cells. We also know that in age-related diseases, often the immune system also shows signs of aging. And therefore, in this work package, we have exchanged large cohorts of patient samples between our partners. And these were patients with age-related diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, COPD, and asthma. So one of our partners, IMAC, has extensive expertise in the development of biosensors. And they are currently designing a prototype of a high-throughput screening platform that allows us to detect accelerated immune aging in patient samples. So besides measuring biomarkers in blood samples, one of our partners has developed a very nice tool that allows us to monitor the health status of blood vessels non-invasively.
With the discovery of a transparent lining in your capillaries called the glycocalyx, your health could be declining because that lining may be breaking down and becoming leaky, which can contribute to the advancement of many diseases that develop over time. Aging, poor diet, lack of exercise, genetics, stress, and smoking can cause the glycocalyx to break down. In the past, there hasn't been a way to peer deep inside the microvascular system to observe the breakdown of the glycocalyx. But now, for the first time with GlycoCheck, it's possible to see live movement of red blood cells as they travel through microvessels. GlycoCheck works by simply placing a video microscope under the tongue for a few moments to video record, analyze, and objectively report a single overall microvascular health score.
The title of the second video reveals that it will be about the efficiency of the different therapies being used.
We are here in Maastricht in our lab, and we contribute to the Healthy Aging program. We are a leader of Work Package 2, which is aiming at stratifying patients' group for therapy responsiveness. Within Work Package 2, we have developed new biomarkers that enable us to define whether a patient will benefit from a certain therapy or not. And this, of course, is a holy grail in medicine, because then you can shape your therapy to the needs of the individual patient. Within our work package, we not only have involved academic research groups, but also a company, DNA Mito. And DNA Mito is an expert in applying artificial intelligence to really help us to decide whether a patient will benefit from that therapy. And making use of artificial intelligence, they have built a model that indeed allows us to see whether a patient will receive the optimal therapy in that case.
I must fairly admit I never heard about biomarkers, but I'm really impressed by the collaborations of all these partners. So we'll travel to Aachen, located in Germany.
Many elderly people suffer from chronic inflammatory disease. And chronic inflammatory disease is caused by an overstimulated immune system. Within this work package, we developed novel therapeutics called receptor fusion proteins. These receptor fusion proteins are aimed at interfering with communication of immune cells. By this, we can weaken the immune response and then protect the organs such as joints, heart, kidney from damage by the immune system. With this, we hope that in the future we can treat chronic inflammatory and autoimmune diseases, which are often disease of the elder people. We developed novel therapeutics termed receptor fusion proteins. What does it mean? To understand what receptor fusion proteins are, you must know that our immune system consists of many different cell types. And these cells communicate with each other. And you need the communication between immune cells to get an immune response, and an immune response can also damage your body. And so how do those cells communicate? They communicate by releasing mediators, we call them cytokines, and these mediators are recognized by other immune cells that have the receptor on the cell surface. And our idea was to create receptor fusion proteins that catch the cytokines and so block the communication between immune cells. And in doing so, we can weaken immune responses that otherwise would damage our organs. Within the Interreg Healthy Aging project, we have a strong cooperation with the Biomed Institute at Hasselt University. In this cooperation, we developed the receptor fusion proteins, and these novel therapeutics will be characterized at Biomed Hasselt. The first result from this cooperation point in the direction that we can develop these receptor fusion further as future therapeutics.
Staying young does of course not come naturally. I kind of have my own special routines to stay healthy. I compare life like beautiful music. It has a beginning, middle, but also an ending. We have come to the last part of the videos now. The last region, back in Belgium, in Liège. Let's have a look.
We are the lead partner for the Work Package 4, in which we assess the effect of nutraceutics. So nutraceutics are food supplements, and we assess their impact on diseases linked to aging. And so in this project, we would like to evaluate the impact of nutraceutics on the immune system and on inflammation in patients. The first part of this project includes a clinical trial that we performed with the company Astel Medica, who developed a product called Probiotical, which will become Bactical soon. So this product is based on probiotics. Probiotics are bacteria good for health. And we selected asthmatic patients that are not controlled. That means that they still have symptoms of asthma despite high medications. And the goal was to assess the impact of these probiotics on the immune system and on inflammation in these patients.
As pioneer in the field of probiotics, we participated in the Interreg project with the clinical study for asthma patients. We produced Probiotical for this project. Probiotical newly Bactical is already on the market and have been already investigated clinically and showed promising results. Since we are manipulating living microorganisms, the production of probiotics requires a special expertise from the fermentation process through the production of the finished product. We are very proud to have such expertise and to become a part of this project.
Secondly, the University of Hasselt worked in collaboration with the company Curador to assess some nutraceutics in vitro. And the goal was to evaluate the impact of the nutraceutics on the immune system.
We are producing nutraceuticals, meaning food supplements for health concerns and well-being. And for the Interreg project, we designed special galenic forms to enhance the delivery of actives. They were tested in Maastricht and Hasselt.
And finally, the last project was also a clinical trial which was performed by the company My Health.
So My Health is a company strongly interested in the microbiome. Microbiome is a collection of good bacteria in our body, and we believe it's very important for a healthy lifestyle to have a good microbiome. When we age, we see less diversity in the microbiome, and so it's important to introduce new good bacteria to make your body back healthier again. We focus on the good bacteria we call the sporebiotics. Those are spore-forming probiotics, which are very resistant to gastric acid, but also very stable on the shelf, which make them very easy to incorporate in food supplements, but also in new developing drugs.
So within the Healthy Aging project, we tested the effect of the My Health sporebiotics on gastric symptoms, stomach complaints, which are called functional dyspepsia. During the trial, we recorded the symptoms, the complaints of these dyspeptic patients, which were receiving or a placebo control or the spore-forming bacteria. But that's not all what we did. We also measured other parameters in collaboration with the partners in the Healthy Aging Consortium. For example, the Biomedical Research Institute of the University of Hasselt, they measured the effect of the sporebiotics on the immune system of these patients via the white blood cells. And then you have the Maastricht University Medical Center. They measured the effect of the sporebiotics on the circulating immune molecules in the bloodstream of the study participants. So we recently received all those results. We are summarizing them in a scientific publication, and we are looking forward to share them with you.
It's one of the best things of getting old, to have joyful grandchildren. I think I may say that I am a very satisfied man. I feel alive, and I feel that life is treating me well, and I am treating life well. I'm happy to know that the future can look even more bright by knowing the existence of a project such as the Healthy Aging project. Of course, the future will tell. Let's hope my grandchildren can benefit in the future from this research and grow old in a healthy and happy way.